I know it has been in the past, but I don't know how reliable that is about
Always gotta
maintaining.
check. Check every time.
All right, we can do a sound check.
Alright, it does say that I can share my voice.
All right, I heard you. It's a little quiet, but not too bad.
Good. You can hear me. That's
I was thinking I don't have any way to control my volume, but I can actually turn that down on the mic. All right, let's try that. See if that's a little bit more even.
alright. What do you think of the Snugpod? I somehow made the bar bigger. I'm proud of that.
I'm not sure, but it almost sounded like you got quieter.
What? Quieter. Weird.
Okay, I think we're okay though. I turned myself down just a little bit, so because I have
That
you
way
up
we're at
all the
least
way.
even. Okay. Okay. Well, if then it works, it works. Okay. Lights are set. You are here. I am here. We are in a Snugpod. Questioning life choices.
All right. Well, are we ready to go then?
Yeah.
Cool.
Don't know why we wouldn't be.
Oh, to answer your question, um, yeah, I was caught off guard. I walked in. I was like, "Whoa, everything's moved up some." Saw you've got master crafting stations in here now too.
Yeah, I was curious if I could make them fit and still have it be cute. The answer is you can.
Yeah, I found a nice little crafting snug pod a while back. That's my go-to for doing rigs.
Yeah, I don't have all the stuff, and I don't think I'll ever get all the stuff, but
It's a lot.
like everyone else, I can have a dream.
Of course, it might be a little easier now that we're not getting new zones. So they probably won't be adding new set stations as frequently.
Sure.
Anyway, hold on a second. I just bought something apparently. My ESO just renewed. Okay. All right. Well, I guess we are ready to get started.
Mhm.
Hello, everybody. I'm Never Separate. Welcome to a Snug Podcast. There are only two of us tonight. I'm joined by Gwen the Bard. How are you?
Hello, I am good. How about yourself?
I am doing okay. I'm a little less lonely in the guild retreat these days. Got a couple of new friends that they don't live there yet, but they can at least stop by now. Talk about that a little bit more in a bit. But yeah, we've got some stuff to talk about, some upcoming things coming with season 1, which is the second season, which I still think is sort of confusing, but hey, is what it is. But we will get into that here shortly. What have you been up to?
I have decorated the Snugpod.
You have definitely done that. I just noticed that you've got a whole little like a produce stand, whatever, over there.
Okay, that was there for the last one, for the record.
I guess I just
when we had it when I initially set it up before we started Night Market. That
Okay.
I didn't actually change because I don't know what to fill the shelves with. I'm currently only sitting at 193 out of 500 traditional slots.
So did the increase already go into effect?
For everything except the largest houses.
Right. Okay. Yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah, 500
So-
things in here is a lot.
Yeah, I look at it and I go, oh my gosh, what am I gonna do? But we are currently, for those who don't look, you can look multiple ways. You could go to come visit the Snugpod, or if you can't come visit the Snugpod, you can watch the YouTube. Or if you don't watch the YouTube, you just want to listen, I will give you an idea of what this looks like. It's like if the Snugpod was turned into a thieves' den, but cozier. There's a lot of blankets, a lot of tapestries, a lot of low lighting, some sweet rolls, some food. When you first walk in the front door now, there is what I tried to make look like one of the notice boards. Since those are all things that are coming soon, I wanted that included. And every crafting station is in there. All the basic ones. I still have not completed my goal of getting all of the fancy ones into the attunables. When I complete that goal, you will know. I will make sure everyone knows. The world will know. But right now, that's not the case. But what have you been up to in game?
Well, I have been doing the quest for the Zenithar event, just to get that box out of the way. And then I've been running around and trying to work on companion quests, because the only one that I had actually finished had been Ember. And then I've been working on Miri's more recently, so I actually got Miri's finished up. And so that one was done, and I was like, okay, let me go work on Bastion next, because those are the only ones I had actively done anything on. I figured rather than starting on one that I haven't progressed at all, I'd go ahead and get the ones that I get close to being done. So finished those two up. So now those are the friends that I said can now visit the island if I choose to invite them over. Perhaps move them in one day, but there's currently no more room because they count as special collectibles, and outside of being interesting characters to maybe have there to talk to, they're not functional, and I'd have to figure out who was going to go away if I was going to add them there. So but been doing that, and selling a whole lot of things for probably largely more than they're really worth, but that's the benefit of this event. I think I mentioned last week I lucked out, and the guild trader, or the trading guild that I'm in, uh, for both weeks, was able to lock in a trader right there in Craglorn behind the event tent. So,
Oof. You must be making bank.
well, I got up to over 400,000. I since spent a little bit, but actually, considering the first day, I think I made about 60,000 within like 20 minutes, because me and my daughter were sitting here, and while I was listing stuff, and I noticed before long stuff started selling. So, yeah, I've probably made a good 400 to 500,000 gold just selling, excess motifs, and I had like the Fighters Guild and Mages Guild, or maybe it was Undaunted, um, whatever the things are called that give you the XP. So if you have another character and you don't want to spend the time leveling those, but I'm not too terribly worried about leveling those in other characters, so I just sold them. And I've got a bunch of like green and blue recipes that normally might only sell for a few hundred, and I'm listing for 1,000 because people are just trying to spend the gold. They don't really care. So,
Well, yeah, especially because that wasn't there the one task where it's spend 5,000 gold or something
it's
at a guild
10,000.
trader? It's 10,000 this
Yep.
year.
Uh,
Inflation
all,
even hitting ESO.
I think it's always been 10,000. I could be
No,
wrong.
it was 5,000.
Was it? That's 10
Yep.
now. Whenever you complete the, Pray to the Statue thing, it gives you 3 options. Treasure chest and antiquity. Like those might be part of the same option, actually. Gain a champion point, or trade with guild traders. And I think it's 10,000. It might be 5, but I think when it pops up it says it has it listed as 10. But either way, people will just buy stuff just to get that amount. So it's, I'm not trying to overly gouge and charge 5,000 for a 200 gold green recipe
Oh my
or
gosh,
something.
remember when people were buying apples, like a stack of apples for just, not even a whole stack, it was just a couple apples.
I suppose I could make that my next thing if I run out of stuff to sell. I need to get back over there when we're finished tonight and check that out. But just start selling a bunch of, I don't know, potions or something.
Maybe I'll list something now that I have time to actually sit at a PlayStation. I don't really want to because I'm on vacation, but I could list a couple things. See if I get any gold out of this ordeal.
Yeah. Yeah, I've done pretty well, but like I said, it helps having that guild trader be right there. If I was in another trader somewhere else, it might not be that easy, but everybody just runs up the hill. And the first week, we were the first trader spot that you would come to coming up the hill from the quest giver, and this week we're the second. So
That's still a really nice spot to be.
oh, absolutely. Absolutely it is. So I've definitely done pretty well financially with that. So we were talking about the different tunable stations with the master crafting stations, and that might be something I look at trying to pick up, is maybe grabbing some tunable stations and go and get those put in the guild house. I need to figure out what sets I would want to add. I've got, I think, all, or at least most of all the ones that have any work required to get to them. Now it's just a matter of which ones would be the most beneficial to people, which I already have several of the key ones anyway, but just to fill that out, and that way people would have a place to come in the guild to knock out master writs and stuff. So yeah.
Well, this
anyway,
is a lot. It's surviving is probably hard through all of this nonsense.
Do what now?
I was trying to transition the survival guide. The survival guide is in the show notes.
Okay. I was confused. My bad.
I was trying to transition.
There you go. All right, well, tell us how we can survive, Gwen.
Alright. Survive July together. Because I don't think I can, but with this guide, maybe you will be able to. Prepare for brand new adventures and more with the arrival of Season 1 this July. Golden Pursuits, a new challenge arises June 18th through July 7th. Celebrate the new challenge difficulty system in this Golden Pursuits campaign continues into the new month. Complete various activities while using the system to earn a bounty of in-game currencies and some crown crates. I believe both of us already have this done. And then Zeal of Zenithar event, June 24th through July 8th, almost over. Show your dedication to the god of commerce and make some extra coin during the Zeal of Zenithar in-game event. Put in the work and you'll earn pages for the Battlefield Provisioner outfit style and more. Season 1 launch, July 8th through October 21st. Travel to Glenumbra to join forces with the Thieves Guild. Tour Tamriel alongside the Prince of Madness and cross swords with scallywag pirates on the high seas with the launch of Season 1 this July. Experience all new content, including challenging trials, special daily story quests, tons of free and premium rewards available in the Season 1's Tamriel Tome, and more. Note that Season 1's major releases will go live throughout the season, so keep an eye out for a launch blog with all the details soon. The ESO Tavern 2026, July 10th through July 12th. Starting July 10th at 5 p.m. CEST, Castle Ludwigstein in Hesse, Germany opens its gates to the #ESO fan for this year's ESO Tavern. Join players and devs alike in socializing, swapping tales of your adventures in Tamriel, and enjoying fun ESO-themed activities. Crazy King Battleground Weekend, July 22nd through July 29th. Compete for dominance in chaotic matches of Crazy King to earn increased Alliance Point rewards from July 22nd to July 29th. Seize victory. Elder Scrolls at Gaming Community Expo, GCX 2026, July 24th through July 25th. GCX returns to Orlando, Florida Resort, July 24th through July 26th. During that period, you can enjoy a fan-run experience hosted by Mrs. Ninetails, Ninetail Fox, and the Adventurers Guild of Giving, as well as special dev and community panel you won't want to miss. New storyline, Sheogorath Tours Tamriel, July 29th. Sheogorath seeks a traveling companion for his immortal holiday, which includes a visit to the annual Artisan Cheese Festival to help procure and taste all the most exotic cheeses from past Tamriel. Will you join the Sovereign of the Shivering Isles on his holiday? Chaos and madness abound during this new 6-part storyline. Golden Pursuits. Sheogorath takes a holiday, July 29th through August 12th. Further rewards await those participating in Sheogorath's cheesy excursion. Complete various Golden Pursuits activities to earn gold, armor, and unique customization action themed after Sheogorath himself. Dev Updates livestream. Look out for our next Dev Updates livestream, tentatively planned for the second half of July. Further details include the show's date and time, and special guests will be announced in the not-too-distant future. Thieves and Cheese! There's so much to look forward to this July, both in and out of Tamriel, including Season 1, a brand new Tamriel Tome, in-person events, and more. Are you ready?
Did I miss the Thieves Guild stuff?
Yes, it was in there.
Sorry,
we'll cover it more later.
My controller died on me right in the middle of that, so I was trying to quietly get up and go get another controller before you got done. So it distracted me a bit. Okay. Yeah. So a lot of stuff coming this month. Anything in particular you're extremely excited about?
Extremely excited about? I'm kind of excited for the new Thieves Guild storyline, and I'm really excited to see what the High Seas of Tamriel is. It's definitely been in like PTS and stuff. People have probably seen stuff about it. I actually somehow have not managed to see anything about the High Seas of Tamriel.
Has that?
I want to see it.
Has that been in BTS already?
It has to have been if it's going live here in like so many days. Or has it not been in BTS and launched mid-season? Who knows?
Okay. Anybody getting the buzzing noises? Um,
Our missing co-host is trying to join in. Anyway.
That's yeah.
So do we want to save this next one for the end?
Let's see. Sure. Wait. The next one or the third one?
Yeah, we'll just keep going. Got it. Just
I think I lost you there for a second.
That's
yeah,
fine.
kind of losing you a little bit, cutting out some.
Can you hear me now?
Yes, yes, I can.
Okay, good.
So did you want to skip over the next one?
Well, normally we do the Crown Store last.
Okay, yeah, that's fine. Yeah, we can do that. So we're going to go down here and discuss what's coming with Season 1.
Yes. Season run rewards.
Right. Get this loaded up here. Make sure I'm not missing anything. There we go. Alright. Still a look at Season 1's Tamriel Tome rewards. Sneak a peek at some of the amazing tome rewards you can unlock and claim when Season 1 arrives July 8th. That's just a few days away. ESO's next Tamriel Tome will launch when Season 1 officially kicks off at 1 p.m. Eastern next Wednesday, July 8th, 2026. And will be available until October 21st until 10 a.m. Eastern. This tome introduces a host of new and returning rewards for you to unlock and claim with your tome points. And like Season 0's Tome of Dawn and Dusk, free and premium options are available. Unsure how Tamriel tomes work? Check out this guide, which is linked in the article. For Season 1, you might notice the tome challenges favor more PvE related activities, especially if you enjoy playing on the wrong side of the law. And in general, they feature a broader range than you experienced in Season 0-2. Let us know what you think about the different challenges when Season 1 begins. As for the rewards themselves, let's dive in. So the Season 1 free rewards feature a bevy of currencies, consumables, and furnishing bundles, including 8,000 seals, 9,000 trade bars, and 12,000, and 12 crown crates. All those zeros got me a little excited. 12 crown crates. It also includes some special collectibles, such as the Golden Dwarven Spider Pet, the Chevalier's Honor Face and Body Marking Set, the Charming Rogue Weapon Style Set, and the Blade Cloak Gold Arrow Skill Style. As a reminder, all the rewards above and more can be unlocked and claimed free by all ESO players. No purchase is required. Season 1 Premium Rewards. Should you choose to acquire the Season 1 Premium Tome, available for purchase in-game, you gain access to the free rewards above, 15,000 additional trade bars, and even more collectibles. This includes Cambio Zamez, Rooster in Exile, an Assistant Launderer and Fence who doesn't charge a fee, the Hughes Bane Hyena Mount, the Charming Rogue Armor Style Set, and more. Don't forget, should you purchase the Season 1 Premium Tome for the Premium Plus Bonuses or the Premium Plus Bonuses option below, you will continue to have access to it and its rewards after Season 1 ends. So the Season 1 Premium Plus Bonuses rewards. Finally, you can also opt to acquire Season 1's Premium Plus Bonuses Tome for even more goodies. In addition to accessing everything outlined above, This option also includes 2 caches of tome points, each containing 2,000 tome points, and the delightful Dawn Gold Corgi Pet. Get a head start on your Season 1 tome progress with a fluffy friend. Don't sleep on these tome point caches, as tome points will help you both unlock new tome pages and acquire a page's rewards. Very useful. Turn new pages. Season 1 arrives July 8th, and with it comes an all-new Tamriel tome packed full of rewards, supremely suited for Tamriel's most charming rogues. Be warned, you only have a few days to permanently acquire the currently available Season 0 Tamriel tome before it is replaced by the all-new offering. Don't miss out. Are you excited to get your sticky fingers on the new items arriving with the Season 1 Tamriel tome? Keep an eye out for all new Gold Coast Bazaar offerings too. And let us know what you think on socials. Well, there you go.
So, initially, I was going to get the premium tome because I just wanted the rooster with the hat, because it reminds me of the Bard Rooster from Robin Hood. And you know what? That's a cool character. And then you told me it was also a fence? I was going to have it anyway. I thought it was a non-combat pet. And then you told me it was a fence. So, for people who normally don't listen, I tend to not read the articles until we're actually live. And yeah, that was exciting. I am really looking forward to that. I'm actually going to get the premium tone this time. I only did the free one last time, but that rooster is... Also, his color scheme is great. It will match the Snugpod amazingly.
You might not be able to see it. It'll blend in. Camouflage.
That's what you want from a thief.
Well, this is true. It makes it easier to sneak. Yeah, so about that assistant, this is something that we got into a conversation with in our private Discord, and just something that I wanted to point out because I feel like this article is a bit misleading in the way it's worded, and I've seen other comments from people either on videos or some different forum posts or whatever, and people seem to kind of forget that this happened, but it's worded an assistant launderer and fence who doesn't charge a fee. They removed the fee on the existing smuggler, so there's not a fee anymore on fencing items through your assistant. There was some discussion about this says it is also a launderer, which the current assistant that you can earn through the Thieves Guild quest does not give you the ability to do. You can only fence, you cannot launder. So just to be aware there. We kind of talked about this would be sort of a weird kind of divide between assistants, because with all the other assistants, if you get a merchant, you get a merchant, and then the only difference is the skin, the dialogue, just the aesthetics of the assistant that you choose. Same with the banker and the deconstructing assistants, armory assistants. They all have the same functionality. This says that it's also a launderer, and our current one doesn't do that. So one of two things, I guess, is happening here. They are adding this fence as an option that will, give you that bonus feature, and we'll just have a divide, and you'll have differences in your fence assistance. My suspicion is, though, that may be something that they may be adding into the other fence. That's just me speculating. I'm not telling you that's happening, but I just, we do have the precedence of them when they first launched chapters telling us, you only get this chapter if you buy it. It's not included in ESO Plus. You won't be able to buy it through the Crown Store. But then the second year they did chapters, they said, oh, the first chapter is rolling into ESO Plus now. They didn't tell us that was going to happen. And, so people that may have opted to wait, they didn't wait because they were told the only way they could get it was buying it. So they have had that history of, not giving us all the information. Whether or not they would say that they didn't know they were doing that, I don't know. But my suspicion is that this may be a feature that comes to the other one too, but we won't know that until we see it launch. But just something I wanted to make everybody kind of aware of at the very least. There is no fee, because that article reads, doesn't charge a fee as in comparison to the ones that do, but they don't anymore. That was an update 49 change. I went back and found that in patch notes, just to double check. So if you were unaware, because it does seem like that was something that was not quite as hyped up of a change, you know, that part's been changed already. But anyway,
you also still need to have completed the Thieves Guild quest line in order to use the smuggler.
Right. Yeah, so it does take some work. And the premium tomes are, what, about $15? Is that right? I forget what the cost is.
I don't know, because I have the, like, tome tokens, so they just kind of rolled in there and I didn't pay attention.
Yeah, I don't know that I'd have enough to pick that up or not. But I can't remember. I can't remember if it's 15 and the other one's 30. Or if it's 20 and 30. Either way, if you were comparing price-wise, if you wanted to pick up this assistant, generally speaking, the assistants are about $50 worth of crowns, not accounting for sales and bulk buys and things like that, but just the standard conversion, 5,000 crowns is about $50. And so this would be a less expensive way to get a fence, and you get a fun little chicken. So actually, it's a pretty big chicken. It's not small at all. It's probably as tall as a wood elf. But but anyway, I just kind of wanted to bring attention to that in case, you know, there was still any lack of awareness about changes that were made with the fence, and give you my thought on what may happen. I don't know if it will or not. I could be completely wrong. But anyway, we can move on.
I wonder
from
if
that
it's
now.
like a Daedra. Like, remember the fox from the Scalarium? I wonder if he's a Daedra like that, where it just chooses to look like an animal.
I don't know.
Yeah.
It's
Feels like you
possible.
said, he's huge.
That is a
Weird.
giant chicken.
Exactly.
I think you could dang near ride that thing. Now that makes me think we need chicken mounts. That might be coming. I could definitely see that happening. We're getting all these other weird mounts. I could definitely see them giving us a giant chicken mount. Anyway, that hyena's crazy looking. It's a big old chunking dude. Anyway, but yeah. Anything else on that you want to touch on, or in this article overall?
Not really. The biggest thing we wanted to talk about was the new rooster launderer.
Yeah, I have seen people, several people talking about being excited about the corgi. I guess he's a cute little guy.
People like corgis.
So, anyway,
They
all
are
right.
cute.
Yeah, it's a cute little pup. All right then. Well, I guess we can jump back onto that whole Thieves Guild thing.
Thieves Guild time. Let's see, we'll save. We'll do. Yes, here we go. Thieves Guild returns. The Thieves Guild returns in a new Season 1 quest line. Scope out the new Thieves Guild quest and storyline coming soon as part of Season 1. With the launch of Season 1 on July 8th, all ESO players can discover a new story and quest line featuring the return of the beloved Thieves Guild. Previously found only in Spain, the guild has made their way to Glenumbra and needs your help establishing the nascent chapter in this lucrative part of Tamriel. Gang up in Glenumbra. As one of the main trading hubs for the Daggerfall Covenant, Glenumbra has no shortage of opportunities for those criminally minded. However, tensions between the various local gangs have recently been heightened as a dangerous new organization threatens them all. This Thieves Guild has received a call for assistance, explains Richard Baker, one of ESO's lead narrative designers. The local gangs in Daggerfall are facing a major threat in the form of the Coldane cartel. They need help pulling together against a common foe. And naturally, the Thieves Guild chapter of Abba's Landing sees an interesting opportunity to stand up a new chapter in Hyrule. At the forefront of this assistance and expansion is Quen, a character you will be familiar with from the Thieves Guild DLC and Hughesbane Zone. Being one of the newest senior members of the Abba's Landing Thieves Guild, Quen is energetic and curious and eager to see the world beyond, explains Zone Lead Ed Stark. But she also has a problem. A zealous Lion Guard captain is after her for a crime she didn't commit. Of course, as each has their own style and ambitions, uniting the desperate gangs and confronting the Colding cartel is no simple task. There are 3 distinct gangs in Daggerfall: the Streethawks, House Menant, and the Roadsworn, explains Baker. They're led by the street thief known as Edwayne the Hawk, the high-class burglar Celine Menant, and the bold robber Abrasia. Unfortunately, these gangs don't exactly see eye to eye, says Catherine Souza, one of ESO's senior content designers. They have different codes of ethics regarding thieving and different motivations for coming together. They may agree on some things, but they disagree in method, means, and outcome. Together with your help, the would-be chapter must find a way to unite the gangs to overcome a dangerous new group. The big new development in the region is the rise of the Coldane cartel, explains Baker. The cartel passes itself off as a mercantile league, but beneath their supposedly legitimate business concerns lies a ruthless and powerful criminal organization, and they want to stop out all competition. Feel free to profit. As for what kind of hijinks you'll be getting up to in this new story, the team has developed a classic Thieves Guild questline with all the sneaky fun you might expect. I'm a big fan of the Thieves Guild Code of Ethics as presented in the Elder Scrolls IV Oblivion, explains Sousa. No bloodshed, stick to the job, and foil those who seek to stop you. We try to present these as consistent themes in the questline, both narratively and through gameplay. Along with the main quest line, you can also acquire a series of new daily quests and other Thieves Guild related activities, ensuring there's always work for an enterprising rogue in Glenumbra. In addition to the Daggerfall Thieves Guild storyline, players can access Thieves Guild dailies, heists, and other related activities from the Daggerfall Outlaws Refuge and the new Thieves' Den there, explains Stark. Players can also gain access to thiefy items from the new favor system, which encourages exploration throughout Tamriel, but aren't limited only to scoundrels and rogues pursuing the Thieves Guild questline. Of course, with this new storyline comes all new rewards, and should you help Quen and her merry band take on Coldane Cartel, there's plenty of opportunities for profit. This includes fragments of a powerful new mythic item, and the Quen's heist attire costume. Most notably, complete Thieves Guild story and side content, including heists and thieves' troves, and you can also earn 3 of the 4 fragments needed for the Rogue's Refuge House, the perfect pad to protect your purloined prizes. Okay, old zone, new opportunities. While the Glenumbra zone underwent some cosmetic improvements with Update 50 in June, the Thieves Guild storyline also adds some new features to the base game zone. The Daggerfall Bank now has 2 bankers. Well, we poked in there for the second quest. We figured it was a great time to fix this very old problem, says Sousa. But you may also notice some new landscaping parks and streets. Our world-building team did a great job improving the space. One thing is for sure, Glenumbra is the place to be if you're a scoundrel on the rise, looking for the next big score. When Season 1 kicks off on July 8th, in addition to the new quest line, you'll find no shortage of opportunities to work outside the law. Are you geared up to help Quen and the gang take on the Coldane cartel? Perhaps you're mostly interested in lining your pockets with ill-gotten goods. Let us know. The new Thieves Guild storyline is free for all ESO players and arrives on July 8th as part of Season 1. Note that Hugh's Bane Zone and the entire Thieves Guild DLC recently made its way to ESO's base game, meaning everybody can check out these earlier adventures for free. That's a lot.
Yeah. I need to go and finish the... I'm not even sure if I've started the Thieves Guild quest on this character. That seems like that might have been one of the things I started like on my Nightblade, which I don't play much. So I need to check in on that. I need to do that. So do we know anything about the house? Has there been any info on that?
There probably is, but I personally don't know anything, and I am currently content with being surprised on most of this Thieves Guild stuff, honestly.
Okay.
The Thieves Guild is one of the first DLC chapters that is near and dear to my heart when I was paying attention to storylines back in the day, and I am interested on just taking my time to slowly play through it when I get back from all of my traveling at the beginning of August.
Okay. Yeah, I know we've had one house already that had access to Thieves Dens, right?
Mm-hmm.
So
one that'd be really cool if there was a Thieves Den access in it.
Yeah.
Like if it was near where the Thieves Den is, that'd be amazing. 2, based on like how it looks and everything, I have an idea on where it could be. I'm pretty sure everyone knows where it is if you look at spoilers, but I have an idea, and if it is there, I am going to be so excited. You have no idea how excited I'm going to be if it shows up where I think it's going to show up. I'm really excited. So I'll just keep my hopes high, and we'll see if they're dashed or if I celebrate. Who knows? But next, let's save the lore for lore, and if you want to start, maybe we could talk about what's going on in the Crown Store.
All right. Let me get back out of this other one here. Not cooperating with me. Oh, are you saying keep that last one there for lore?
Yeah.
Okay.
Because it's lore. Normally we read those for lore.
Yeah, gotcha. All right. Get this open here.
I know we're going so out of order on our show notes, but story time is meant for later.
Okay. Yeah, you want me to start this one?
Do it.
Alright then. Crown Store Showcase, July 2026. Praise Stendar, or any Daedric Prince or Divine of your choice. The July Crown Store Showcase is here. A new Crown Store Showcase has arrived, and it's chock full of wonders and whimsies for your perusal. You can brush up on your knightly virtues under the gaze of daring Gautier, or plot sinister schemes beneath the watchful eye of Vermina. Heck, you can do both if you really want. Remember, you can always check out what's currently available by visiting the Crown Store page. Did something catch your eye? Be sure to pick up as many crowns as you need via the Buy Crowns page. Certain items and offers are available for a limited time only, so make sure to read the details below to avoid missing out. All ESO Plus members have access to a monthly selection of exclusive deals and items. You can find more information about them in this article. Any discounted or free items have a special call out. Alright, so for the PS Plus exclusive, we've got another little statuette. It's the Defending Torgerat. It looks familiar, but I think it's just because of the bigger statue that's like that.
Yeah, no, it's just because of the bigger statue that's like that, yes.
So, for new items, we've got a Naquinal wrap costume. It says, wrap yourself in this garb, child, just as Joan and Jode wrap us in their blessed moonlight. In this way, you carry the wonders of the Two Moons dance throughout your travels, and you are never alone. Moon Priest Nadeza. So that's going to be available from July 30th to August 6th. There's also the Justisar of Stendar style bundle. That's a crafting outfit style. I actually really like some of this. I looked at it in game the other day, and I'm not sure. I don't spend a lot of time like doing different styles for my shields or anything, so I haven't probably looked through them all very close. But that's one of the biggest shields I think I've seen. It looks like a, you know, giant paladin shield that goes from like your shoulders down to your shins. I mean, it's pretty big. A lot of them tend to be just sort of, you know, like torso sized or whatever, but and even smaller. But that's a big old shield. And I think those swords look really cool. I think that whole outfit actually. I might change some of the colors on it, but it's definitely got this whole.
Of course
like,
you do. You're the goody two shoes, Khajiit, and this is the goody two shoes set.
yeah, but I also just like big giant swords, and that's got a certain, you know, I don't know, makes me think of like Braveheart or something. Just, but yeah, I do like the way that this set looks. So you can check that out. That's going to be available. It's available now from July 2nd through the 9th, so a few more days. We just talked about the Coldane Cartel. We're going to have a crafting motif for them as well. It reads, Lina Caprin, Coldane Cartel Supply Steward, writes, Master Coldane has directed me to implement new standards for the cartel's equipment. He's dissatisfied with the motley assortment of hand-me-downs and looted gear with which our agents are currently equipped. It is time for us to show some pride in our organization. Use this to learn the Coldane Cartel crafting and outfit style. It can be acquired from coffers awarded by completing daily job quests from the Reacquisition Board and the Daggerfall Outlaws Refuge. But it'll be available in the Crown Store on July 8th. And it says motif chapters and very rarely the complete book have a chance to drop from coffers awarded from the daily job quests. So that's good to know, because I didn't really want to spend the crowns on that, but oh, never mind.
It's nice that they include how you can alternatively get it in the article.
Yeah.
Appreciated.
Yeah. So it's cool that you have a way to get it if you don't want to buy it. Then we've got an Overload Lightning Yellow skill style that applies to Overload, Energy Overload, and Power Overload. Does not apply to light or heavy attacks. So that'll be available from July 16th to the 23rd. And then for furnishings, we've got Darian's Delights. It says, Darian Gautier, hero of Daggerfall, Golden Knight, bread connoisseur, and the subject of this furnishing pack, which features paintings, bread, and a glorious statue of him as the Golden Knight. That's going to be available from July 2nd through July 16th. And then we have a new music box, A Wish for Fish. That's going to be available July 30th through August 6th. There's a new mount, the Lalandril Ornog. Those are, don't like those. But that's available.
I love the Ornogs. They're so cute. They're water puppies. And it's so cool watching them jump around like dolphin. They're so cute. I love the Ornogs. They might actually beat out Guars for me, honestly. They're just so cute.
All right then. So those are available. That'll be available July 16th through July 23rd. And I haven't said it, but I think all of these have been 10 a.m. to 10 a.m. so Eastern. All right, that's it for the new items. Returning items. I don't know that we have to necessarily call out all these.
We don't need to say the dates, but just say what the words are.
Yeah.
And then if something pops out to you, go back and look at the dates.
Yep. Yeah, we'll have the article linked in our show notes, so you can just go check that out. But yeah, for returning items, we've got the Gloam Cinch bundle. I think that's the mount and the pet. And then we've got costumes, the Elven Hero armor, the Queen's Eye Spymaster, the Breton Hero armor, the Anchorite raiment, and the Nord hero armor. The adornments, we've got the subtle dark lashes. Crafting and outfit styles, we have the Paravant's Littell armor pack. And then we've got the Halalu style, the Redoran Lava Shock arms pack, Elder Scrolls Artifact Skull of Corruption, Crown Crafting Motif Truceworn, Ysgrimmor's Ascendance armor pack, Crown Crafting Motif Black Soul Gem, Aetherius Bound arms pack, Chokethorn arms pack, crafting motif for the Redoran style, the Mercenary style, the Fork of Horripilation, Elder Scrolls artifact, and Malakath Cult, and the Kargada arms pack. So those will all be available. And then crown crates, we've got the Grim Harlequin crates returning. Those will be July 23rd through August 6th. And then if you want to pick up some houses, we've got the Grand Sigic Villa returning. If you weren't around back when we earned that one, that's going to be available to pick up. And then the Thieves Oasis, yeah, that's fitting. Definitely a good time to bring that one back. The Grand Topol Hideaway, that's a personal favorite of mine because that is where we have our guild house. And then for house guests, we can get Horaltar the Boaster. I'm not sure if I'm saying that right, but there's that. That makes me want to say Ethel, but it's Erithel. Erithel. Anyway, and the Relic Apprentice Marifar. For furnishings, we have a couple statues, the King Ariel and the Mistress of Nightmare, and we've got the Hubeljad's Final Treasure Furnishing Pack, music box for Mad God's Garden, and the furnishing pack Steam Bath Serenity. Skill styles, we've got Summon Winged Twilight Warrior. Mounts, we're going to have the Dread Aurelian Charger, Death Mask Sabercat, Elder Dragon Hunter Horse, Kagudi Fabricant, Karthwolf Charger, and Quasigriff. We'll have the Unholy Glow Bone Dragon and Sovereign Guard Wolf Pup pets as well. So any of that stuff, if you haven't picked it up in the past, will be returning sometime between now and August. So if you want to check any of those out, then like I said, refer back to the article and you can see when each of those things is going to be available. Anything stand out to you?
Oh, the Winged Twilight thing. Now that we have subclassing, I want that because the see-through, the red see-throughness is just really nice. I know I prefer having my character be generally purple, but that red would be nice. Anything stand out to you?
I don't know. I like some of the houses, but I mean, like I have two of those three, but the Thieves Den or Thieves Oasis house does look really cool. It's just hard for me to part with the one I already have. So
I've walked around the Thieves Oasis a few times, and it's like a lot of the giant houses. It's one of those, if we had the ability to put more items in the big houses, I'd consider it. And then also now, because we have the Knight's Den, to think of using any other giant house, we'd really need to get another way of having guild banks in other houses, whether that's a thing or something. That's really holding me back from other giant houses, I think. Just because that Knight's Den feature is pretty nice.
Yeah. I did not get that unlocked. But I will be surprised if we don't see that being a function that is made available somehow through other houses.
Also, of course, the Darien pack. I like the Darien pack. With all the travel and stuff I'm doing right now and everything, It's just not. I will not impulse buy that. And I'm probably going to hold out again for the Twilight Tormentor. But you know what? They're on my wish list.
I would I would like to see this music box. It looks kind of cool. I think got a little guy
Okay, so
sitting
the
in the boat.
title of that music box makes me keep thinking of Gollum from The Hobbit because it's Wish for Fish, and
Mm-hmm.
his little song just goes through my head. But we
Yeah.
have plenty of fishing friends in our guild who like fishing, who may like a fishing music box.
Oh, I could definitely see Caddy Jacks wanting one of those. Uh, I know the fishing achievement was a big one for her way back when. I remember her getting getting the boat, and that being a big moment. So, and I know we got several other people that did that too. So, yeah. Now, I think the one that stands out to me, I already touched on. I really like that.
The armor set.
Yeah, that armor set's really cool. I don't know that I would use it all the time. I could see that being my go-to for a tank, just because the biggest thing, I just really like that shield.
Yeah.
Um,
It is a
so
pretty nice shield. You could
and,
turtle with that shield.
yeah, I mean it's big. Do you recall, have we had shields that size before? There may be some. I'd have to go through and look.
There might be. We're gonna have to look at them because when I am on my tank, I've only ever really used the one Clockwork shield from that trial, and it is escaping my brain right now. And that one's not very big, so yeah, I guess we just gotta look at the shields.
Yeah, the current setup I've got, I'm using a smaller, more rounded shield, I think, just because I'm using, I think I set my shield throw ability to be my pull, just because I think that's kind of cool. Just throw your shield at something, and, Captain America style. And I just thought it felt awkward to have a weird shaped, like, long shield to throw like that. So, but
Yeah. At the
um,
same time, magic.
sure. But yeah, I do think that shield is really good. The whole armor set I think is cool, but definitely like that shield. And if I can manage to pick that up, well shoot, I'm getting them confused because we read that and then we read the Coldane Cartel, and that one is the one that you can get through the other things. This one is one you can only buy.
Yep.
But because it's part of that bundle, I didn't see any way to pick up just the shield, and I was like, well, I don't necessarily want the whole bundle. I wouldn't mind getting the shield and maybe the sword, but I don't really want to spend the crowns on the whole thing. So don't know that I'm going to be seeing that, but anyway. But yeah,
You ready for lore?
I think so.
'Cause I am ready to read
you,
lore.
Are you ready for lore? I
am ready to
I
read
think you
lore.
should definitely read some lore.
Let's read lore. Alright. Meet the characters. The Daggerfall Thieves Guild. Learn more about the rogues who, should they put aside their differences, may become the founding members of the Daggerfall Thieves Guild chapter. Dear Zira, greetings from Daggerfall. I must say, it's a pleasure to see a landscape draped in green and feel a gentle rain on my face after so many months in a boss landing. This little expedition to High Rock was just what I needed. Unfortunately, my mission is not going as well as I'd hoped. I've run into an extremely persistent Lion Guard officer by the name of Captain Sanson, with a warrant for my arrest. I have no idea what he thinks I did, but I can hardly show my face in the street without raising a hue and a cry. Enough about my troubles. You asked for a report on the individuals we need to get on board if we're going to launch a new Thieves Guild chapter in Glenumbra. I'm glad to say I've met 4 thieves who show real promise. Each of them is already a highly accomplished criminal with ample resources to draw upon. However, there is a difficulty. They absolutely can't agree on anything. I despair of ever getting them to work together. I'll start with Edwin the Hawk. A rather colorful moniker, but it's well deserved. a one-time Red Guard street urchin who grew up in the alleyways and dark corners of Daggerfall. He's a confident, affable leader with a sizable gang. The street hawks have eyes and ears everywhere, beggars and peddlers who see everything that happens in the city. Pickpocketing, pilfering, larceny. If it moves in Daggerfall, Edwin takes his cut. He's careful to avoid stealing more than people can afford to lose, and repays the common folk by protecting areas where the street hawks work from other, less considerate gangs. In some quarters, he's even considered a hero of sorts. Edwin can be overly cautious, and his street hawks aren't going to get rich anytime soon. But the authorities turn a blind eye to the street hawks and their activities most of the time. Next is Celine Menant and her father, Lord Basil. The Menants are low-ranking nobles, but behind their fine manners and elegant clothes hides a small, efficient organization for high-end burglary and swindling. Celine took over the family business from her father some time ago, but Basil still advises her from time to time. Anyway, Celine is beautiful, witty, and charming. No one in her social circle has any idea that she's actually a very talented cat burglar. Her gang specializes in jewel heists and manor break-ins, using her connections to gain access to very valuable prizes. Frankly, I don't know if Celine even needs to steal at this point, but she loves the game and she's certainly good at it. Finally, there's Abresia. She leads a gang called the Roadsworn. They're bandits and highway robbers who take what they want at the point of their swords. If it sounds like bloody-handed violence, well, they aren't above such tactics, but Abracia makes it seem almost romantic. She lives wild and free, doing whatever she wants and bending her knee to no one. Her Roadsworn love her for it. I'll admit I'm not sure if she's an ally we can actually work with. Still, Abracia doesn't bother to rob people who don't have something worth taking, and she doesn't kill people who aren't trying to kill her to keep their coin purses. Abracia follows a rough code, but at least she's got a code. There you have it. Street Hawks, House Menant, Roadsworn, the building blocks for something special here in Daggerfall. If I can only find some shared interests, some prize tempting enough to convince them to set aside their differences and work together. This plan for a new Thieves Guild chapter might actually work, but I fear I have a lot of work ahead of me before that happens. Until my next message, Quen. Edward, Celine, and Basil Menant and Abracia are an unlikely group of crooks, but they may be just about to flip Daggerfall's criminal underworld upside down. Will you join forces with this band of burglars and help them establish the Thieves Guild presence in Glenumbra? Will you?
I might. I'll consider it. So
That's true. You're kitty goody two paws over there.
Well, I am still a cat, and cats
Because
are a
you
little
like to sneak.
yeah, kitty's a little mischievous at times.
So, where didn't the Dwemer go?
Well,
Did we
before
go searching for Dwemer at all this week?
I have been around, but I was going to point out something in that article that I thought was a little amusing.
Oh, yes, tell me.
Celine. It refers to her as a cat burglar, and Catwoman's name is Selena. I wonder if there was any inspiration for that there. Anyway, that's a little a little cross the IP there, but anyway, as far as the Dwemer, so I'm trying to think of where all I've been. I forgot to mention I have been to Craglorn. I did not see them in Craglorn, but when I was working on completing quests for Miri, it's funny, chickens. I actually had to help a Mages Guild apprentice who turned one of his fellow students into a chicken. And I also had to go into some Dwemer ruins looking for a prize. I'll just leave it at that. So I don't spoil anything about that quest if you've not done it. But it does send you into some Dwemer ruins, and I did not find any actual Dwemer there. Just a bunch of dwarven spheres and spiders. Uh, and recently with Bastion, I had to go into Wayrest, and also no Dwemer spotted there. So the search continues. Now, if you're going to be a thief, then you're not, and you're going to honor the code of the Thieves Guild. You're not going to be murdering people, so you're not going to be a murder hobo.
So you would not be a murder hobo.
Yeah.
Ha ha ha. I like that. Anyway. Do appreciate. So, because I said I was going to answer it this time, since I was still trying to figure out, I was so focused on packing last time. To answer last week's No More Murder Hobos question, my character, Manjakli, when she goes on vacation, she's going to pack her Dark Brotherhood armor. Because 1, it packs small, and 2, even if you're on vacation, you never know when you need to help out a dark sibling. And then things to help get a good night's sleep. When you're traveling around a lot, having consistent sleep is important. So making sure there's a couple things to ensure a good night's sleep. Some snacks, and at least 1 book. That's what we're gonna say she packs.
All right. It's a good list.
However, for this week's No More Murder Hobos, we're gonna try to stay a little above the law, if you want. During Zenithar's celebration, what would your character focus on doing to please the divine, or not please the divine? Hard work's hard work, whether it's legal or not. And then, how would they recover from the inevitable burnout?
I think I would, and have been spending my time on merchant-related things. I've been, as far as the hard work part goes, I have been going through the effort of actually going and finding antiquities to dig up, or gaining a champion point here or there, although that doesn't sound very anyway, instead of just running up the hill and spending a bunch of money, I've been actually going out into the world and trying to earn favor as opposed to buying it.
Well, see, remember, money makes life easier. So that's why you just have to buy something if you want to get the easy one done. You're saving time by spending money.
Sure. But I've chosen to just to go put in the work instead. And I've been doing that in a more difficult world, and it has been...
How difficult is your world?
It's the most difficult.
You're a vestige out on your own. Got it.
Yeah. So.
Or a vestige out with Miri, I assume.
Well, I've been traveling. I started traveling with Bastion to finish his quest.
Oh, well, that makes sense. Goody Two Paws and the Boy Scout. All right.
Yeah, I stole something from somebody. He didn't like that too much.
No, he also doesn't like it when you kill bugs. I mean, not as bad as Miri, but he says it's wasteful.
But I actually have him set up as a healer, which I know is not necessarily the best fit for him, but I was just like,
Oh, I have my Bastion set up as a healer too.
Yeah. So he's actually been more helpful than Miri was, because I don't think Miri was doing enough damage, because I just have her set up to, DPS.
Okay.
And I don't think she was doing enough damage to really help me. So, having the little bit of extra heals coming from Bastion's kind of helped me get through some fights that otherwise might have not gone well. But yeah, as far as recovering from the burnout, head to the hideaway. Um, you know, get out of town for a little bit, and maybe maybe put down some furnishings that I've picked up along the way. Uh, Decorate a little bit, unload some things that I've been carrying around, lighten my burden a little bit. So, which, this event has been good for, because I've had the burden of a lot of extra recipes and stuff that needed to go somewhere and never sell, but now they have been. What about you?
I would be also selling things. I would see this as my spring cleaning opportunity and clean out a lot of my chests and see what I can sell, whether I'm selling it cheap or selling it high, or actually pay attention to market prices for once and see if I can just clean out my inventory, since people just want to buy things. It's the garage sale time of year.
Mm-hmm.
And then, but because that is really exhausting, if anyone's ever tried to purge or clean or organize any room at all, that's exhausting. It really is. It's really exhausting. So, to recover from doing all of that, I would probably go hang out somewhere relaxing. Like maybe just hang out outside over by the tavern, just enjoy the forest and listen to the bards and all of the bustle of around Grotwood. Or if I get sick of the humidity, I might go out to the Rift, hang out around the Grand Gallery and enjoy the woods. That's probably how I'd recoup.
Nice. So not so different there. Go find a nice place to relax. I'm a big fan of the beach, so.
Yeah, I'm not. Beaches and I don't. No. Oh. But good for you.
Love the beach.
I like the woods. Woods, lakes, mountains. That's very relaxing.
I like those too. I've done that this year. now I'm ready to go to the beach, but I don't know if that's what we're gonna do or not. But anyway.
Sun, sand, nope, not for me. Like if you've once again crossing IPs, if you've seen Hotel Transylvania, that's when they go to the visit parents and stuff. That is 100% me out in daylight. The giant foofy hat and the sunglasses and the SPF 5000. That's me if I'm on a beach.
Nice. Well, let's see. I guess that pretty much wraps up our notes, doesn't it? Except for our announcements.
It does. It does. Oh, last announcement. I will be at the tavern this next weekend.
Nice.
So if someone sees me at the tavern, I will have some of those Snugpod stickers with me.
Nice.
So I will be dressed up kind of like how you see my character. So since it's literally next weekend, reveal, I'm going to be cosplaying Clavicus Vile this weekend. So look for me, and I will have Snugpod stickers for people who mention they listen to the show, and then other trinkets. But you have to bargain for those.
Nice. Yeah, I told my wife earlier. I was like, "Hey, next year we're going to Germany," and she's like, "Oh, okay." I was like, "Yeah, it's decided. We discussed it just now." I told the kids. It's like, "Yeah." It's like Mom and I are going to Germany next year. We decided this morning. Yeah. Nope. No, not really planning to do that, but you never know. Do hope to be able to get out to GCX next year, but
I was like, you're more likely to see me in Germany than in Florida again.
well, maybe so. Anyway, so we're part of a guild. We're Lore Seekers.
We do. We are.
If you wanted to join the Lore Seekers, You can. You have to have Discord downloaded. Head over to loreseekers.club. It's got all the links you need. Come to Discord. There's a brief application to fill out. It's not anything super personal. It's just kind of a troll guard. Just helps us to see what kind of gamer you are, how you play, and see if that fits in with our guild, and make sure that our guild fits for you, because you only have 5 guild slots. Once you get that done, submit it, and usually within 24 to 48 hours, one of the officers will try to get around to looking at it and getting it approved and getting you an invite sent in game. We are on every
Generally, it's
platform.
faster, but a lot of people are on vacation right now, so it might take a bit.
Yeah, it is that time of year. But we are on every platform. I think PC and PlayStation might be the more active of the platforms, but there are people on Xbox too. So if you are on that platform and want to kind of help grow it, come on over and chat with us about doing that. And yeah, so we are PlayStation, as far as us specifically.
We are the PlayStation North American server. If you want to check out the Snugpod or the Guild Retreat, we are on the PlayStation North American server, and so are these guild announcements. Tuesdays, they are treacherous. Treacherous Tuesday dungeons. This is meant to set aside to group up with each other, kind of laid back, more so just seek each other out to help each other with crazy dungeon runs. And then on Thursdays, we have Relic Seekers of Tamriel. This starts at 7 p.m. Central or 8 p.m. Eastern. Join Pocket and JTK and go find relics, antiquities, find your leads. They will help you from just joining along to kill a boss, making something monotonous easier, or helping group up for a trial to try to get those leads. And then on Fridays, this is for the special night. If you are fearless on Friday, you can group up with Arthuria Dragoon at 7 p.m. Central or 8 p.m. Eastern for doing the Undaunted. We are undaunted. Dailies. How daunted or undaunted you so choose to be, you get to decide as a group, but those are grouped up on Fridays. Once again, these are just for the PlayStation North American server. If you are in Lore Seekers, or you are not, we already discussed that earlier, check out the Discord to see what events are going on your server this week.
Yep.
As for our show itself, where can people find us?
Well, you can find us on Bluebirds and Blue Bugs, X and Blue Sky. At Snug Podcast, you can email us at snugpodcast@gmail.com. You can also just leave comments over on the Spotify for podcasts or on the YouTube video. Which, speaking of that, if you're watching us and you would rather listen, podcasts are available. Just go check your podcast app. If you're listening, you want to come hang out with us live. This is a Sunday night thing that we do, starting between 10 and 10:30 Central. It's kind of a, depends on where everybody's at with kids and such. But you can find us on twitch.tv/snugpodcast, or just search for us on YouTube and find us there as well.
And that's it. We've done everything.
We did it.
We did it.
We did it again. And again, apologies for any weird audio stuff that's been going on. We are all over the place this week.
Yep.
So we're having to go through different means of connecting. So you may be getting excess notification sounds and such, but hopefully they weren't too terrible. Anyway, but I think that's going to wrap us up for the week. If you've been hanging out with us Do you have something else?
No,
Oh,
that's it. I was just
oh,
gonna say, as for next week, we're still up in the air. We don't know what our schedule's gonna look like. We all know, two of the three of us are currently off traveling, and
next week
internet
I will be.
internet can be weird.
Yeah, next week I will be out, most likely.
So all three of us will be out of the Snugpod. So we'll see if we can somehow get two of us together. If not, we will meet up again in 2 weeks.
Yep. So if you've been hanging out with us, either through the video or the podcast format, thanks. We appreciate you letting us spend a little time with you. Hopefully it's been fun, entertaining, informative, added a little bit of value, a smile or two, something like that to your life. And we will try to do it again very soon. But until then, take care of yourself, take care of others, be a decent person, and we'll talk soon.
I look forward to seeing any of you at the tavern this next weekend. I will have Snug Podcast stickers and some Lore Seeker stickers still, if anyone still needs one. Bye!
Sleep well, Tamriel.